Greetings. This is the Blue Sky Citizens. So now we're going to talk about the new economic crisis part two. This is very important. This is very important. So all the preppers and all the prepared, ready people understand what I'm about to say. But to all the people that don't understand, never had a clue, it's gonna be a time where you ain't gonna be able to spend no food stamps. You're gonna have to be able to barter, trade, and have substance, some type of resource or money, right? Because they have to do a major reset. So, whatever zone you live in, it's very important that you know the zone you live in and how you live. Because let's just hope that the water's gonna get contaminated. Okay, so if the waters don't get contaminated, your first substance is fishing, okay? You will have to think about rodents, okay, because you won't be able to afford meat. And then maybe you go take the meat, okay, oh, boom, you took the meat, now what? You're not raising no cattle. You didn't steal a boy and a girl so y'all could create more cattle. Y'all just gonna kill and eat, right? So that's no good. You're not thinking clearly. So you're gonna be eating rodents like squirrels, rats, possums, raccoons. If you just got to have meat, you're gonna eat rodents. But the key to this is to understand your zone, understand what's commercially growing in your zone. Like Florida, they grow dates, they grow oranges. This is stuff that exists without them having to plant it every year. So we got palm fruit dates, palm fruit, oranges, lemons, citrus. It grows everywhere abundantly, okay? Uh, Blackberries are seasonal. You need to know what fruits and vegetables grow in your area. So if you're up north and there's apple trees planted everywhere, you need to know that these apple trees are planted everywhere. You need to start going in the woods, figuring out what fruit and stuff are growing this spring. This is very important. If you can grab some of those trees and start planting seedlings, do that too. Not only that, or air layers, some of the trees start doing that too. Why do you need to know what you need to know if your neighbor has chickens or eggs, roosters, goats, cows? Can you and your neighbors put enough money together to buy a cow? Okay. Can you and your neighbors put enough money together to buy a male and a female cow, a bull and a heifer? Okay? You need to know these things because y'all, all those rules and regulations that y'all were thinking about, all those rules and regulations where y'all was saying, oh, no farm animals in the city limit, this thing, y'all gonna rethink that. Y'all gonna wish that y'all had them cows, them goats, them pigs, whatever. You're gonna wish you had them. You're gonna wish that you wasn't trying to be subliminated by HOA fees and HOA regulations. You're gonna wish you had all of this. So, also you're gonna need your trap cages. That's right, you're gonna need your trap cages for rodents. Yes, you're gonna need your trap cages because you might need it. But back to this agriculture and farming. You need to know who sells eggs in your area. You need to know who has raw milk cows in your area. You need to know who has farm animals and willing to sell them. You need to know where you can go get preserves. You know, when you go to these travel stores, they have a lot of candied candy. They have a lot of candied apples and peaches and pears and all types of stuff, preservatives. You need to know Who locally is making honey? Who can sell you honey by the 5 gallon jug or bucket? Okay, you need to know who has beeswax and all that. You need to know who has beeswax because they can sell you the beeswax for little or nothing because they probably not melting it down or selling it. They probably just holding on to it. You need to know who has the firewood or where you could get firewood from. All this matter. You need to know where you can fish and crab. You need to know what is available to you, what resources are available in your area. This is very important. This is economic crisis part 2. If you are living in a city and you have no clue where you can go buy eggs from outside the city, you don't know where you can go get butcher meat from outside the city, you don't know where you can get fruits and vegetables from a farm outside the city, you don't know where you could go get tree fruit outside the city, you're going to have problems. Again, this is economic crisis part 2. Have you created a book, a black book, of all the places you can go and get food resources, livestock, plants, trees? Have you done it yet? This is very important now. You got to know where you could buy eggs. You got to know where you could buy chickens. Do you think anybody care about a chicken in the city, in your apartment, or on your balcony when there is no food available? Okay? If it's a part of your culture, if it's a part of your religion, rules and regulations too much don't matter no more in a state of emergency or crisis. So don't sit up here. And another thing, remember your money may not mean nothing sooner or later. So you have to choose. Do you want the money or do you want the resources? The things that are going to keep you safe and functioning until things get better. Because, see, a lot of people, instead of them regulating their own home, they're going to be looking for a leader. They're going to be looking for somebody to governmentally lead, okay? And that's going to be the difficult part because we didn't select these people to lead. So why would you keep believing in them, okay? We did not select, we did not elect these people to lead. So why would you keep believing in them? They can't be trusted, period. Now, remember, this is Economic Crisis Part 2, and you need to understand your area. You need to understand what's available in your area. Foraging, foraging, foraging. And nobody on this channel cares about foraging. That's the bad thing about it. When it comes down to blood purification, cleaning your blood out, strengthening your body, bringing oxygen to your brain and blood and organs, y'all don't care about that. Because if you did, you would be buying my herbal compounds and you would be studying them and using them and trying to figure out how this helped and benefit me, okay? Now, all I can say is, if you haven't started learning the wild fruits and vegetables in your area, 9 out of 10, when it's time for you to learn, it may be too late. Okay, but it's never too late to learn. But you're going to be experimenting under stress. You're going to be experimenting under an emergency or crisis. Okay, and you don't want to have to go through that. So check out your area. Understand who has chickens. Understand who has livestock. Understand who has fruits and vegetables and trees and who you can barter with. Okay? So you're going to really, really need to figure that out. If you're not growing your own fruits and vegetables, you're going to have problems. If you're a person that is keen on eating a lot of starch, but you're not actually uh, prepping and storing starch like flour and wheat products, you're gonna have problems. And then 9 out of 10, you might become hypoglycemic because you're not eating the foods that you used to eat, and to just crash off of starch may be a problem. Okay. So yeah, this is not medical advice. This is just me talking in general. You eat pancakes every morning or every other morning, and then all of a sudden you stop eating pancakes, you're gonna have hypoglycemic problems. Period. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that out. They just, or should I say, you're gonna have low blood sugar. Okay. Um. Yeah, just locate the people in your area that sell plants that are not well known, that sell livestock, that sell chickens and eggs and roosters and turkeys. It's something to know. You need to know these people that sell these ducks and stuff. Because if you don't understand that, you will have problems. So there we have it. Unearth the magic. The truth will definitely set you free.